Pour a bag of white sugar into boiling hot water. Next.
This is what we do to a cat!
This becomes the deadliest weapon in prison. Anyone splashed with it is disfigured on the spot. Some inmates can't handle the pressure of this environment and start cutting themselves over and over again. Only pain can calm them down. On his first day in prison, John witnessed all of this. He tried to comfort his cellmate while secretly pressing the emergency alarm in the cell. Not long after, several correctional officers wearing helmets and carrying riot shields stormed in. They dragged the out-of-control cellmate away by force. The scene deeply shook the 50-something-year-old John. 2 days passed, and that cellmate never returned. Then Mike from the opposite cell suddenly walked in. He casually grabbed a bag of sugar that belonged to the cellmate. With a strong sense of justice, John immediately spoke up for his cellmate. He warned Mike that he shouldn't take other people's things.
I tell you what, mate, your card's marked.
What John didn't know was that Mike wasn't taking the sugar to eat it. He poured the entire bag of sugar into an electric kettle. Soon, a pot of boiling sugar water was ready. Mike carried it straight out of the cell. The next second, he threw the sugar water directly onto another inmate's face. Only then did John realize he had messed with the wrong person. At mealtime, Mike openly stole John's piece of chicken. For the first time, John said nothing. But when it was John's turn to line up for a phone call, Mike cut in again. He snatched the phone away, stealing not just a spot in line, but the limited call time every inmate depended on. The people around them only watched coldly. No one stepped in. John had no choice but to walk up and try to take the phone back.
Give me off. Give me this off or I'll snap you, Joe.
But he didn't want to escalate things, so once again, he backed down. When John returned to his cell, he found that his cellmate had come back. He thought the man's mental health had improved, but that night, something went terribly wrong. The cellmate swallowed all the pills he had hidden at once. His body began to convulse. John immediately pressed the emergency call button.
Get in here!
Immediate assistance.
The guards arrived at the door, but they didn't open it right away. They waited outside for backup, and only after reinforcements arrived did they finally unlock the cell. By the time they tried to save him, it was already too late. The cellmate died right in front of John. The next day, John lined up to call his son. The moment the call connected, Mike walked over again. Without saying a word, he grabbed the phone. John followed closely behind Mike, shouting loudly. He kept disrupting him, making it impossible for Mike to talk.
Yeah, I mean it.
Mike responded with violence. John's nose immediately started bleeding. Everything was seen by a gang leader nearby. He had always wondered why John never fought back.
I'm a teacher.
John used to be a teacher, someone who should represent civility. But Mike saw him as an easy target and constantly provoked him. He spat into John's food tray and called him a coward. Then one day, things began to change. A brutal-looking inmate approached John. He had heard John used to be a teacher and wanted help writing a love letter to his wife. John agreed without hesitation and even offered to teach Simon how to write so he could write to his wife himself in the future. And just like that, John made his first friend in prison.